right, guys, we bumped into Jeff Chadwick. He's the Director of Special Events at Wrangler, where he actually flew in to go to Cody, Wyoming. The Wrangler Champions Challenge is tonight. Wrangler's the host, or actually the official sponsor of the Champions Challenge and the Wrangler NFR. We caught him down there at the Proud Cut. Odell knows his restaurant. It's a great stop here in Cody. We actually got to eat lunch there before we met up with Jeff. But we're going to have to ask him a few questions and ask him all about Wrangler. Maybe we'll learn something. All right, Jeff, how did you become involved in Wrangler?
I college rodeoed, high school rodeoed, ended up getting a business marketing degree. Worked for the PRCA, worked for the world's toughest rodeos doing some marketing, and was riding bulls when Wrangler hired me, fortunately, when I was 27. So I was a mediocre bull rider, and hopefully I'm a better marketer, I think.
Could you give me a little brief history of where the blue jeans actually started with Wrangler?
Yeah, in 1947, Jim Shoulders, Freckles Brown, and a couple other cowboys, Harry Tompkins, they designed a jean for cowboys. So what they did was it took 13 prototypes to end up getting the jean right, exactly what those cowboys wanted. So the 13 MWZ, which is our mainstay jean, stands for 13 prototypes for men's Western zipper. So before that, it was a button fly jean, basically by Levi, and we came out with the first cowboy cut jean made for cowboys by cowboys.
And how long did the 13 MWZ be your only item? When did you start coming out with different styles?
About the time I went to work for Wrangler, so around 85, I know we actually came up with black Wranglers and gray Wranglers and then tan.
I had some bone colored.
Yeah, exactly. From then we ended up getting more updated products and fabrics all the way up to today's products, which are advanced comfort and cool vantage and low-rise jeans. We have a new jean that's endorsed by the PRCA called the 01 competition jean and the 02 competition jean, which is a lower rise, loose fit, real comfortable, durable quality jean. The 02 is the same thing, it's just a slimmer fit. So we've evolved a lot. Retro jeans, which is, a lot of the college kids like. Rock 47. If you want something with the odd pockets and that you can't tell whose jean it is, that's Rock 47.
Explain a little bit of Cool Vantage. How'd that come along?
It's just product innovation. So we have a innovation team that looks for the newest things in fabric, whether it be shirts or jeans.
Now, one of the things that's cool about being on Wrangler team is we get a lot of samples, and then we have to give feedback, and then at the NFR every year, we go out there and we try on different jeans and then write down what we like about them, what we change. But it's been pretty fun being involved in that process, and then actually see the end product and being able to wear that end product.
Yeah, exactly. And we have some other great brands like North Face and Vans and Reef and Timberland, and so we share innovations, fabrics with our other companies and our other brands.
Oh, cool.
So when you can have the power of having those brands also give you different fabrics and opportunities, you can incorporate them into your own products that works for your consumer. Could
you tell us a little bit about how much Wrangler really does for the Western community with the rodeo, pro rodeo, and all the jackpot associations, and how many associations you actually help out?
Off the top of my head, it's got to be 30 plus, I would think, between major associations like the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, PBR, AQHA, lots of team roping associations. We also do Canada, of course, too. So we do some different things up in Canada that we don't do in the U.S., like the World Professional Chuck Wagon Association. So we do a lot of different associations and a lot of different rodeos across the country. So several hundred rodeos across North America, we have direct sponsorship and involvement with, plus our sponsorship with the PRCA, which is the title sponsor of the Wrangler NFR. Of course, the circuit finals, you've got the Wrangler Champions Challenge and the Wrangler $1 Million Tour events. Stretches quite a ways.
Give a number out there, just an estimate of how much each year that Wrangler actually puts into the industry that helps us.
Yeah, between PRCA and rodeos and all our sponsorships and cowboys, it's several million. Several being the high side of several million.
Right.
So we put a lot back into the Western industry because the Western industry gives so much to us.
Well, I remember when I was a little bitty going to the National Little Britches rodeos.
Yeah.
We had, Wrangler give scholarships, and I used those Wrangler scholarships to go on to college.
Actually, that was my first rodeo experience, was National Little Britches rodeos in Colorado, where I grew up. Yep. And we still sponsor National Little Britches Rodeo Association.
All right, Jeff, so you sponsor a lot of contestants, and there's a lot of people you endorse. Who are some of the most famous people you endorse?
Obviously, George Strait. They'll get much bigger than George
Everybody's
Strait.
favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, and his line of jeans and shirts does great. You know, Brett Favre, of course, on the NFL side, Drew Brees, not bad guys. We've had great cowboys over the years forever.
Right.
We pride ourselves in signing some, you know, world champion cowboys, and so there's a lot of them. You know, you could go from J.B. Mooney in the PBR to Sage Kimsey right now in the PRCA, back to the Dan Mortensen, KC Jones. I mean, you know, it's not always the gold buckles, it's also the quality of the individual themselves.
Could you give us a couple programs you're really proud of that Wrangler endorses?
One of them's the Tough Enough to Wear Pink program. Wrangler and Terry Wheatley. Carl Stressman actually started that with Terry Wheatley back in, I believe it was 2007. But the Western industry since then has raised $23 million.
That's a lot.
And Wrangler, the way we create our funds to give back to the 501c3 charities is every time you buy a pink product, pink shirt that has that Tough Enough to Wear Pink hang tag, we donate the majority of the proceeds back to a Tough Enough to Wear Pink fund, which then goes to rodeo committees across the country and Western events that host Tough Enough to Wear Pink fundraisers. So we give that money back to those people, and it kind of doubles what you're doing because they raise X amount of money, and we'll match them up to, you know, $2,500, $5,000 depending on what the event is. So,
That's outstanding.
so that's been great. And with that, we came up with a program called the Wrangler National Patriot Program. We just finished our 7th year of the Wrangler National Patriot Memorial Tour, where we go over and visit our troops. So the whole message, it's from all of us back home that wear hats and boots. It's all about the Western industry thanking our troops for what they do overseas in
That's so
theater.
cool.
And we started a program where Wrangler National Patriot hang tag shirts, which George donates about 6 or 7 or 8 shirts every year to that cause, where we raise funds and also give those back to funds that help our wounded and fallen.
That's great.
So those are 2 great programs that I think it's been great that the Wrangler brand did, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
Where could they log on and find out more about those programs?
You could go to WranglerNationalPatriot.com. You could go to Tough Enough to Wear Pink, which is Terry Wheatley's website.
Or go into a store and buy a pink shirt?
Absolutely. If you're going to wear a pink shirt, you know, I hope it's ours.
Well, thanks, Jeff, and thanks to Wrangler for everything that they do for the Western industry. And guys, we're going to give you an opportunity to get a free pair of Wrangler jeans. We're going to give away the next 30 days, every day. We're going to get on there and pick out somebody random that shares this video, and then we're going to get a gift certificate for Wrangler jeans to you in the mail. Is that
Outstanding.
Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah, you betcha. You betcha.
Anything else you want to add, Jeff?
You know, I would like to thank all the Western consumers out there, everybody that lives this lifestyle. You know, Wrangler's theme is long live cowboys, long live cowgirls, and we appreciate those that live the lifestyle. We thank you for supporting our brand.
So go on there, and when you share, put hashtag long live cowboys, and every day we'll just pick somebody that shared and send them a gift certificate. Thanks, guys. We here at Rodeo Sports Promotions hope you have enjoyed our episodes and our live feeds. There's a few things you can do to make sure you don't miss out. Number 1, you can go to KC Jones Rodeo on Snapchat and add me, because I always send a snap out letting you know there's a live feed coming or when the next episode on YouTube's coming out. Number 2, you can go to YouTube and click on the subscribe channel. It's free, and that way YouTube will notify you when a new episode's out. And number 3, you can go to Pro Fantasy Rodeo Facebook. Facebook has a new deal now. You can click on subscribe first, and then every time we post any new content there, live feed or a new episode, you're notified and you'll see it first. And then also we've been putting all the RSP content on Pro Fantasy Rodeo, but we'd like to start getting people over to Rodeo Sports Promotion Facebook. So go there and like that so we can start putting some content on that channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you down the road.